Oh, man. They're very pale. Usually there's like a sauce or a...
The less color a dish has, the more appealing to old aunties and uncles it is.
For me, part of the joy of the dim sum experience is the sheer sensory overload of it. A million flavors, a million dishes, a million textures, all flying at you from every angle. But for the uninitiated, the dim sum experience can be full of booby traps. After all, how do you avoid filling up on the wrong stuff? How do you avoid missing the right stuff? Dim sum is a deliciously chaotic culinary symphony. And if I'm gonna make beautiful music in this episode of Pro Moves, I'm gonna need two expert conductors. And that's exactly who I brought along. Chef Eric Sze, the owner of 886 and Wenwen restaurants here in New York City, and Chef Lucas Sin, the host of Bon Appetit's Street Eats. Right now I am on Pell Street, and I am heading to House of Joy, a place that has become a go-to destination for dim sum here in New York's Chinatown. And I promise you this, I will not leave here today until I bring you all back delicious, steaming, mouth-watering dim sum pro moves. Pro moves about dim sum? I'll get you some of them. Have either one of you guys been here before?
I was actually here last Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, Chinatown's my favorite, man.
In New York's Chinatown, where there's dim sum every, 5 feet? How do you tell the phenomenal from the fugazi?
It's always about the demographic.
Oh yeah.
As well as the busyness.
Yeah.
Right now it's a Tuesday, right? It's 10:50 in the morning. If you look around, aunties, uncles, drinking tea, gossiping.
Dim sum is all about freshness. And so if the restaurant's not busy, if they're not continually producing dumplings at the back, you're not going to get fresh product. For dim sum, you're most rewarded when you're a regular at that restaurant because that menu is so big that you're never going to get to the depth of it, to the really good, the really juicy stuff without going back there again and again. That's what these uncles are doing.
So let's just talk about dim sum as a whole. I think if anyone looks it up, they always hear to touch the heart.
It's a true translation, but there's a better one, which is it's whatever you want. The metaphor is that is of abundance, of choice, and of everybody gathering around the table and getting whatever they want, no matter what their taste preferences are.
The other term that I've heard, do you want to go yum cha? Now that's drink tea?
The ritual of sitting down and having a cup of tea, of chatting and catching up with your community, with your friends and your family, is missed when you're only thinking about just the food. The tea, to me, is just as important.
So the whole idea of bowing when you pay?
I do this.
Do you know the story of this?
I had heard one, but I want to hear you say it.
The king wanted to explore the city, feel what the civilians feel, but he can't necessarily go out as the emperor. So he had to be incognito with a disguise. But he had his entourage with him. They had to show their respects to the king somehow. When the emperor was pouring drinks for them, they would do this as bowing.
I think it's very swaggy. I do it at non-Chinese restaurants too, like when waiters come over with wine and you do this a little bit.
When we run out of water, what's the signal? Is it turning it over, sliding it to the side?
Turning it over.
The alternative is also, you can do this too.
So now let's talk about the cars. Whoops. Sorry. Whoa. Nice.
See, professional.
That's
Some joy,
amazing.
not fucking around.
So now those ladies came by in the carts.
Yeah.
Talk to me about cart etiquette and what we should do first. So
Dim sum can be served in a lot of ways. The cart is very yum cha-like because it implies that there's a large enough room where the food is coming out fresh from the kitchen that they need to get it as quickly as possible to each of every one of those diners.
When you sit down, it's best to scope out the geographics of the restaurant. I want to see where the kitchen is, because that is where the freshest cart is coming out from. So when you see a fresh cart, you pick up your ordering sheet, you get your ass up and you go over to the cart.
we're going on a field trip.
Another pro move is you want to see that the cart is steaming. The more heat it has, it means hotter the food.
Okay, that shit looks like Vesuvius. What do we want to get?
Exactly.
Let's go over there.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
So we have the standards here, right?
So the three standards, I think, in all dim sum restaurants, siu mai ha gao cha siu bao, we should get one of each.
And that's the pork rib?
Yeah. You should definitely get the pork rib. 肠粉是虾肠粉吗?
会虾肠粉.
Yeah. shrimp rice rolls. I think because we showed up with a camera crew, she's pushing the cart over to us. But when I'm by myself, I have to carry it to the table.
Is it true you want to ask for the bottom steamer?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're at the grocery store, you want to pay for in the back. They go by the FIFO system.
First in, first out.
Exactly. So we want to get as fresh as possible and as hot as possible.
So have you had the experience where you go to get something and one of the women pushing the cart goes, no, I got fresh coming out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's this inherent sort of loveliness to these aunties when they see a chubby Asian boy.
It's like a switch goes off.
Yeah.
And they're like, I have to take care of them. They have to be fed and they have to be fattened up.
This is our white privilege. Okay, we get to come to dim sum. We get to abuse the shit out of this privilege.
Oh, a thing of beauty is a joy forever.
Right.
I walked me through what you guys grabbed off cart number 1.
These are pretty much the usual suspects, right?
These are the basic dim sum things you'll see at every dim sum restaurant.
Okay.
This is hagao, which is a shrimp dumpling in a crystal wrapper.
As we enter the 21st century, a lot of machine-made dumplings.
Yeah.
I'm not trash talking them, but they are just not as good. The first impression test, especially for the hagao for me, is I want to see the individual pleats. I want to see that it's slightly translucent, but not too translucent.
Here, let's take it.
Should we go in there
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. Yum. Good. Nice bouncy shrimp.
That was
very
a
good.
banger right there.
If you go to a dim sum restaurant and the hagao is bad, chances are everything else is going to be bad.
So that's the litmus test.
Yes.
The hagao is to dim sum what the cheese slice is to the pizzeria.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All these items are very labor intensive. And if they don't put enough labor and love into their core dish, every other dish probably not the same.
Now then, we have the rice roll here.
This is chengfan with ha cheng, shrimp and rice roll.
I would say this is one of my favorite dishes at dim sum.
Yeah.
And it's also a key indicator of how much love and effort this establishment
Why
puts
do you
into
say
their
that?
food. It's very easy to buy store ground, pre-packaged rice flour. But if you want to go above and beyond, you grind your own flour, and the fresher the rice flour is, the more texture, the more elasticity, the more flavor you have from the rice noodle.
There's a faint perfuminess to the rice that usually rice is just this textural thing till I get to the good stuff.
Right.
The shrimp doesn't just give way. It's not soggy. It's not grainy. There's a pop on it.
Every restaurant sort of has their own rice batter recipe, kind of like every slice shop has their own dough recipe.
That was
Yep.
next level. Where should we go next?
Siu mai, which is a pork dumpling with a little bit of roe over the top. You can tell here that they make their siu mai by hand because it's filled to the brim.
Yeah.
The way this is normally wrapped would be wrapper, close it, and then they smooth over the top with a palette knife or a spoon or whatever. And so that nice and flat texture means that homemade.
For this one, I like to dip it in mustard. 'Cause
Mustard. That's what I had heard. What's your move?
Chili oil.
I'm willing to try both.
No, I'm going to force you to eat this. Come on. It pairs so well with the fatty pork.
You feel it obscures the delicacy of it?
Yeah. Just try it.
I think if you don't overdo it,
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It's kind of gas, man.
Your justification for this was yellow and yellow.
That was to piss you off.
Texturally, a handmade dumpling is transcendent. I like that there's the irregularity of
Yeah.
a large chunk, a small chunk. There's a real beautiful delicacy, and that's lovely.
Char siu bao.
Let's do it.
This is when it starts to get filling.
Talk to me about these. So,
Char siu bao,
I
baby.
love char siu bao.
Char siu.
I like the baked ones.
Bao means bun. Char siu is the roast pork inside. Usually it's seasoned with red 40, 5 spice, and a bunch of other stuff. That splitting shape, that triangular split, in Cantonese dim sum is called the smiling mouth. It's as if the char siu is like smiling, accepting themselves as being eaten.
Another pro move, never say bao bun.
Because bao means bun.
Because bao means bun. It's
Right.
like saying Chai tea. Exactly.
The fact that this isn't leaden, or the fact that this doesn't feel like eating a Nerf football, is a mark of quality. There's a little bit of a crispy edge to some of the pieces of the pork. It's like why you sear a steak, even if you throw it in the oven afterwards, because you want that edge. You need that textural difference.
If you haven't noticed, most of the dim sum items come in 4s. A pro move is to come with 4 people or less, or start at 8. So
Right.
either a massive group or a small group. Because you don't want to show up with 5 people and have to order 2 shumais and 2 hagaos, right? You're going to be left with a bunch of leftovers and nobody's gonna be really like fighting to eat it, and you don't get as much diversity in what you order.
This is the spare ribs, black bean steamed spare ribs with a little bit of cornstarch over the top. Growing up, going to dim sum, because there's only 4 of everything, you eat your portion, you eat your fill, and you're sitting and the adults are talking and you're still hungry. There's only one thing on the dim sum table where there's a multitude of them, and that's a spare rib. And so you can secretly, quietly
Pick at it.
as long as you're sitting next to it all day long.
Nibbleable. If I'm at the dim sum table, I'm nibbling on these all day.
All day. So porky, so meaty. The fat is amazing.
Oh,
This is their signature here.
turnip cake, right?
So you want it when it's glistening and hot.
And you also want to be careful because the aunties, they will keep pushing things that don't sell. If it's not selling, they'll come back to you over and over again with the same exact dish. It'd be 30 minutes after they'd be pushing the same turnip cakes. We want to look out for the stir fries. If it's coming off a wok in the kitchen and it's going on the cart, it has 10 minutes before it stops steaming. So you want to catch that golden window.
Got it. So right.
新鮮嘅咪熱咗.
Oh wait, no. Did we just get pushed on us?
She said it's fresh out of the kitchen, so.
She said it. This is a red rice roll. Essentially, the red color comes from fermented red yeast.
And inside?
Inside is fried shrimp with a layer of fried wet batter. It's shatteringly crisp with that nice springy and bouncy rice batter.
No.
So good.
Here's a comparison you didn't know you needed. Y'all ever had the double-decker taco at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Where it's a soft tortilla, refried beans, and then the hard shell?
Yep.
I'm a sucker for that. The soft to crunchy to the pop of the shrimp, that's phenomenal.
This is 鹹水角. It is kind of, I suppose, it's a mochi, glutinous rice dough that's shaped like a football with pork in the middle.
Oh wow, I didn't expect it to be like you say mochi-like.
It's like mochi-like.
Inside, almost.
You like that soft and crispy thing, you're gonna love this.
See, that's the one thing I do love about dim sum is in a small package to get so many textures and so many flavors. That's so cool to me.
Yeah.
I'm getting full.
That's decadent.
This is becoming like a one of everything video.
Yes.
We want the chicken feet, and she doesn't have it. I can go get it. The chicken feet?
All right.
Yeah?
Bounty hunter, man.
Gotta
Boba
show-
Fett
put on
and
the
chicken
road.
feet. He's Boba Feet. Meantime, I'm eating the hell out of this. This was fantastic.
有冇鳳爪啊？
等幾分鐘啊！
哦，等一陣係咪啊？唔好意思。No luck，鳳爪咪要等一陣啊？呢個咩嚟㗎？我坐喺嗰邊。好。I found something. I got you a surprise.
Oh, man.
Such a fucking asshole.
This is not the chicken feet in question,
Yes.
Why? They're very pale. Usually there's like a sauce or a...
Yeah, this one's more of like a blanch and a lot of Chinese herbs. Extraordinarily herbal.
but she said it's a Chinese medicinal poached chicken. It's old people dish.
Yeah, the less color a dish has, the more appealing to old aunties and uncles it is.
Talk to me about chicken feet.
I can see how intimidating it can be, right? It's the ultimate expression of gelatin. Ooey gooey gelatin. When I think about chicken feet, I think about my own palm. The anatomy is very much the same. Texturally, the most abundant piece of the chicken feet would be the palm. The steak muscle, the Gordon Ramsay steak trick, this is the bread and butter of the chicken feet.
Yeah.
All of this part is the work you put in to get to your treasure. Ooh, yeah. This gets me going, man. I love chicken feet. I like to go for the joint, right? The base
I
joint.
used to, but now I was forgetting shit too much.
You go for the base joint. You remove it cleanly. This one you kind of just suck. And it's just an incredible lullaby of texture. It's so soft. It's gooey.
I actually think the flavor is great.
Yeah, the flavor is fantastic.
It's like
I'm not gonna
butter
lie,
so much
it actually does taste lovely.
Oh,
So these guys just brought out straight from the kitchen, special order. This type of chicken feet, the golden color, is from the frying process. So it gives it a very different sort of looser, wrinkly texture. For me, at least, Less flavor, but the texture, I would say, it's a little bit more interesting.
These ones are easier because they split them in half.
Yeah, he's throwing up
slippery.
a peace sign
Cheers.
here. Cheers. Oh, these are delicious.
Very five spice centric.
Lovely flavor. It's harder to get through the skin on this one than it was on the other.
Yeah.
For someone that's not accustomed to it, you really kind of got to appreciate the fact that this is just another part of the chicken,
Yeah.
and it's a cultural thing. And I think you got to embrace it if you're embracing the cultural aspect
Yeah.
of yum cha, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I know you are both busy. Eric has some wonderful restaurants, both in Manhattan and in Brooklyn, which I will definitely be crushing. I've been watching your stuff with Bon App, but the bottom line is this. For someone who didn't grow up with it and has a fraction of the culinary knowledge or expertise that the two of you have, it means more than you can possibly know to have two pros teach me proper pro moves. So, brother, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Eric,
having
thank
us.
you so very much.
We'll see you again next weekend. We're here all the time.
Say less.